Today's reflection takes us through Charles Spurgeon's sermon, The Glorious Habitation, based on Psalm 90, verse 1, which says, "Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations." This verse is the anchor for Spurgeon's message, where he explores what it means for God himself to be our true home and dwelling place. Let us walk slowly through its meaning, pausing at times to let its depth really sink in. Spurgeon begins by noting the beauty of Moses' prayer. Moses, both poet and prophet, blends devotion and eloquence as he declares that God alone has always been the dwelling place of his people. Unlike the wandering Israelites who lived in tents, constantly exposed to hardship and danger, the believer finds security in God as their permanent home. Spurgeon contrasts the Israelites' wilderness life with the abiding rest God offers. The people were never settled, their tents vulnerable to heat, cold, serpents, and enemies like the Amalekites. Their lives were uncertain, always on the move. Yet in the middle of such instability, Moses testifies, "You, Lord, are our dwelling place." This is the Christian security. Amid storms, trials, and dangers, God himself is the place of safety. Spurgeon presses further, asking, do you know what it is to rest in God, to let go of fear and anxiety? To dwell in him is to have a habitation that no storm can shake, a shelter no enemy can destroy. It is to know a holy peace that the world cannot give. The sermon then unfolds into practical applications. First, God as habitation means security. No wild beast, no disease, no battle can remove the believer from his protection. Second, it means stability. Though life constantly changes, health may falter, wealth may vanish, joy may turn to sorrow, God himself remains the same. He is an immovable dwelling place through all generations. Third, God as habitation means intimacy. The believer finds in him not just safety, but the nearness of home. Just as man opens his heart a home, so the Christian pours out every secret, every grief, and every sin before God, without fear of rejection. Spurgeon points out that the more God dwells in the heart, the more the believer loves him. This relationship grows like a home filled with affection. Our affections, which are often scattered on worldly things, are gathered and centered in God. The true Christian can say, "Lord, you are my dwelling place." Spurgeon also warns against those who live without such a home. To be without God is to be a houseless soul, a wanderer exposed to judgment and eternal ruin. He vividly describes the hopelessness of standing before eternity without Christ as a dwelling place. The call is urgent. Take refuge in Christ now, for his house is open, fully furnished, without money and without price. The only key is faith in Jesus. Finally, Spurgeon invites all to enter this glorious habitation. He pictures it as a house prepared by Christ, with rooms of joy, fellowship, and eternal rest. Even the poorest sinner is welcome, for the gospel call is, "Come just as you are." And once inside, the believer can join Moses and all the saints in saying with confidence, "Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations." This is not only Moses' prayer, it is a believer's testimony for all time. Rest, therefore, not in your changing circumstances, but in the unchanging God who is himself your eternal home. Thank you for joining us, and please like the video, subscribe, and share. God bless you all, and I hope to see you again.